All right, you're listening to Inspiration with Keith on Island FM 102.9. What's going on? Hope everyone is having a great Sunday so far. In studio with us right now is Demetrius Stubbs, one of the new wave of artists that is taking the traditional cultural music of the Bahamas, jungle and reggae straight, and doing some tremendous things with it.
Yes, sir.
That's what's
Most
up.
definitely.
All right, cool. I'm feeling that. Now, you did the same thing. You started to take that secular route. You know, you started doing some club stuff, right?
Yeah, I started in church like about at the age of 5, singing. Went on and was always singing in church, playing music and stuff and all that. But as a child, even though growing up in the church, you just wanted to experience certain things in life. And one of those experiences that I did was it took me into the nightclub.
Yeah.
And I was there like for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Lead singer, playing guitar, and began to explore music from different talents from different parts of the world. And eventually, from what I started being in the church, it kind of like hit me, like tapped me, say, you know what, hey, remember now, this ain't where you're supposed to be.
Right.
So I had to get back.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And from then, it's been taking a real blast.
Yeah, man. I remember when you brought your first single here, man, years ago, bro.
One song, that was like 2006.
Wow.
First song, Salvation is Precious.
Yeah.
Love.
So tell us a little bit about who Demetrius is today. What makes Demetrius today different from Demetrius when the first single, Salvation and His Precious Love, came out?
Let me put this Demetrius down here. Mm-hmm. The first time I heard Salvation played, and I was really amazed, man. It really had me blown away.
Yeah.
And the first time I heard it, I was like, wow, hey, yo, come, I'm on the radio. Mm-hmm. But now it's like that I'm used to it. I look forward to hearing my music because to me it's just a blessing. I don't just want it only to just bless people that hear my music.
Yeah. I'm
going to tell you, just hearing my music alone is just actually deal with myself.
Yeah.
It puts me back in place.
Mm-hmm.
So that was that Demetrius. This Demetrius here is the experienced one that is now taking the music to another level.
Okay.
We'll be talking about another level.
How so? Because I know you're working with some pretty heavy producers now.
That's my main thing.
Man, the songwriting, it's really tight.
Well, Keith, I've been writing my songs from day one.
That's right.
That haven't stopped. So every song that I most of all my songs I write my songs.
That's true.
I've been featured, but I write most of my songs.
But even you have to admit that in terms of the structure, I mean, you are really getting better.
Yes,
you are growing in leaps and bounds, bro.
I've been getting some coaching.
All right.
If you know that if you know, I'm not just doing the Bahamian music. I tend to take the music like when I say to another level, reggae.
Yeah.
And if you would hear the difference, it's a difference between the reggae and the reggae script when I sing.
Yeah.
That's what they're really trying to portray.
Yes.
As an artist.
Yes.
So what I'm doing now is I want to taking this to another level. Like when I did this CD right here,
right?
Prayer Changes Things. This is a new album. I went at the box with this one, even in terms of picture wise.
Yeah, man.
Because I wanted
the old Cyber
because I wanted to reach when I say reach an audience, not just an audience, a different audience. Where I said, okay, if we're going to pick this up, they'd be like, wow. And the kid on the side, they be like, "Mommy, let me see that," because it look like a cartoon. I want to attract them to that. When they hear it, presentation is really important. So, when they put it in, and they love it. That's it.
Hey,
so, Keith, I'm gonna give all praise to God and thanks to God, and also the Puzzle because he's done a great job, man, in terms of producing this music. And when I'm producing music with Puzzle, it's like we're having fun. And he said to me, just be yourself. He would say like, let's just try. And just try something different. Try this here. And what he loves about me is that whatever he tells me to do, and he tries and he hears it, I do it. Whether it's playing the guitar or singing it, I do it. And that was the main. And on the song Prayer Changes Things, I'm playing lead guitar and bass.
Wow.
So I'm not just doing the vocals, I'm doing the music also. And Prayer Changes Things is this.
Yeah.
If you're a believer, and if you're not a believer, I'm letting you know that whatever that it is that you're going through, prayer is going to change it. You pray, and God is going to bring you out, bring you through.
Waps.
Hi, my name is Calvin Dwight Harris, writer, director, and producer for the featured documentary film On the Wings of Men, and we're in studio with Inspiration with Keith.
Not too long ago, but while the father of the Bahamas, the Moses of the Bahamian people, Sir Lyndon Oscar Pinley, was in power, And so thank you so much for coming on the show. Welcome to Inspiration with Keith.
Yeah, thank you for having me. We do appreciate it. I went to the university to study engineering, actually.
Which university was that?
University of Idaho, up north,
Okay.
north of Boise, which is our biggest competitor in that state. But September 11th, actually, 2001 was a turning point. In 2001, early 2002, our company had to downsize because of the events. Of course, the economy crashed at that time, and a lot of my colleagues, including myself, and our division was shut down. So I got a severance package, sat on my couch, and figured to myself, so okay, what do you want to do in life? You have a chance now to do something different.
Completely over again.
Sure, you can choose to do anything you want, continue looking for engineering jobs, which became tough because a lot of jobs were being outsourced overseas.
Yes.
Or you could do something creative, and I studied art here when I was at the government high school under a great leader, Antonius Roberts, a great Bahamian painter. And so I started thinking about my creative side and actually dabble into filmmaking from that point. And so, literally 10 years later, I've done several films. This is our first major release, but I wanted to do a tough topic. I thought if we get out of the gate, let's tackle a topic that's very interesting, that has some great history and some good meat on the bones. At the same time, it's a Bahamian film as well, so I wanted to really bring that to the forefront.
Yes. Wow. He's the kind of person where everybody has an opinion one way or the other. So when you say to people, when you come here and you say to people, I'm going to do a film on the first Prime Minister of the Bahamas.
Right.
Some people would look at you and be like, wow, that's amazing. And some people would be like, we need to bury this brother now.
Right.
What experiences have you had in your journey, not just in terms of shooting, but in terms of researching, getting people to open up for this documentary, because it's a real documentary.
It is, and it was very challenging actually. Now that you say that, yeah, I definitely wanted to dive into his life. I felt it was one of those type of stories that weren't told properly and wasn't really investigated really well. One of those stories where people still have a misconceived notion about his legacy and the character of the man and so forth. So I thought it was a great story to tackle. Well, folks, I want to thank you for your support of the film On the Wings of Men about the first Prime Minister of the Bahamas, Sir Lyndon Oscar Pinlan, and his fight against U.S. foreign policies in the 1980s. We want to extend a warm welcome to all those members of the Pinlan family who supported the film. Opie Pinlan, along with Lady Dame Margaret Pinlan as well, and his brother Leslie, and sisters Monique and Michelle. Thank you so much for your support of the film, and we hope that all Bahamians eventually get a copy and be able to appreciate the efforts he put forward to make this film a reality.
You're listening to Inspiration with Keith on Island FM 102.9. What's going on, Bahamas? What's going on, world? Hope you guys are having a great Sunday morning so far. In studio with me right now, live, is the one and only Shepherd, and he is a brand new artist with a phenomenal story of inspiration and overcoming obstacles. And the dude is just a cool dude. So I happy to invite him to the show, man. What's going on? Good morning. How you doing?
Morning, Keith. How you doing, man?
That's
Everything
good, man. That's good. That's good. Just pull that a little closer to you right there. There you go, my boy. There you go. All right, so folks, and I should say Shepherd, where we should start off, man, first and foremost is with you as a musician, brand new on the scene, man. Where did the inspiration come from for the single Look to the Sky? That's the very first single that you shot to me, man, and we put that on here. What was up with that song?
Well, that song there was actually taken from Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Because during my 3-year incarceration, I got the opportunity to read the Bible.
Okay, now let's backtrack a little bit, because you say during your 3-year incarceration, right? So maybe we need to go a bit earlier here,
perhaps. Okay.
Because okay, you're in jail. You're incarcerated.
Yeah.
Okay, so what series of events led to that, man? If you don't mind me asking, like what led to that happening?
The best honest I could give you.
Yeah.
Is the bad choices I made. There's a series of bad choices that just led to me gone on a downhill spiral.
Like, what were you thinking at the time? Like when you were just doing whatever you were doing, man.
Well, I wasn't thinking. I was just living for the day. I wasn't worried about tomorrow, next week, or next year.
Yeah.
Just for the day.
The day, how did you feel? That stuff.
Well, I was in a foreign country.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't know anybody there. And it always seems that we as human beings, when we get in bad situations, that's the only time that we actually look to the Father or remember that somebody made us. You know, and we have a life, and we're supposed to use that gift for the betterment of other people.
Yeah.
You know, but during that time, it's like I hit rock bottom. You know, I lost everything, but not really everything. I lost things that I thought were important, and it turned out to be that they weren't so much important as I previously, you know, rated them.
Yeah.
And throughout that time, I just did a self-evaluation. It's like I almost literally just pressed the reset button on my life. I just tried to erase everything, empty my cup, and fill up with new. And sometimes you have to change the source of information, because obviously if it's not been working for you all these years, try something else. It don't make no sense you keep doing something over and over and hoping to get a different result. I met this guy while he was there, and he had like a few days left to serve, but man, he got a guitar because they allowed you to have those kind of things, you know, at this particular facility.
Yeah.
And I used to borrow from time to time, you know, just to shoot the breeze and, you know, make the night pass a little quicker, I guess you could say.
Right.
And he told me that he was planning on leaving it with me. This is not the actual guitar. I have the guitar, actually. I brought it back home with me on the airplane. I made sure I didn't come back to the Bahamas unless I brought that guitar.
Yes.
That to me, that's the most sentimental thing I get right now. But anyway, cut the story short, he just left with me. And here I am now with you. I just was in the room playing, because when you have free time, you'll be surprised at what you can come up with.
What's it a tribute to?
Well, it's a tribute to a lot of the inmates, I guess you could say, who I served my time with, and who are actually still incarcerated. So I did that for them, as well as the people who are really being there for me, who have really been there for me. So if you name in the video, you being there for me.
Very cool, man. To be honest with you, just a daily grind, bro. You don't stop to look at the sky. You don't stop to look at the sea. People spend thousands of dollars to come here for this. You don't stop to look at it. No. And here we have a music video where you have to sit down and literally watch birds walk around and watch them fly, and your music's playing in the background, and it's like a moment, a stitch in time. It's like a stitch in time, man.
The birds represent us.
Okay.
You know, because, you know, birds fly.
Yeah.
And birds are peaceful animals. You know, and you have many songs, oh, I wish I could soar like a bird, be free like a bird.
Yeah.
So we always use that to express ourselves, wanting to be free.
Now this is Look to the Sky, live, right here on Inspiration with Keith.
Anyone, times we understand, at times we need a hand. So many dreams lost in the sand, cause we didn't have a plan. There were times when we change, and everyone thinks we're still the same. Like it's not a children's game, before we feel the pain. Then we look to the sky. Will we recover before we die? Is there a heaven floating somewhere nearby? Or is it just another lie? Cause we look to the sky, hoping to recover before we die. Is there a heaven floating somewhere nearby? Or is it just another lie? Someday we will win again. There won't be a bitter end, oh no. Someday we will win again. There won't be a bitter end. We look to the sky. Is there a heaven floating somewhere nearby?
That was a good warm up.
Yeah, that's a good warm up. You got it.
Hey, hello there. This is Shepherd at Island FM with Keith Road for Inspiration with Keith. Stay tuned, we have a lovely program planned for y'all today.
This is Inspiration with Keith, where you hear the latest and the greatest in gospel music and the most amazing stories from the best artists the world has to offer. So please keep checking us out on Island FM.